Good morning, students. We are on the topic terminology of accounting. Today in this lecture, we are going to learn about two important terms: receivables and payables. Receivables and payables. Let us talk about receivable. Any amount which is due to be received by business is known as receivable. Any amount due to be received by businessman in the future from any business person or persons is known as receivable. What can be the example? Debtors, bills receivable, outstanding incomes, and prepaid expenses. Let us try to understand all these one by one. First of all, talk about debtors. In earlier lectures also we have discussed about debtor. That what is debtor? Debtors are the person from whom amount is to be recovered for credit sale of goods. We have sold goods to someone on credit, the person is known as a debtor till the amount is not paid. So, debtor is what? When goods are sold on credit, customer becomes a debtor. For what? For the amount for which goods are sold on credit. So, very simple to understand. Debtors are the persons to whom goods and services are sold or rendered on credit. As goods or services are sold or rendered on credit, amount is yet to be received. Amount credit, we have sold on credit, so amount is not received right now, it will be received in future. We know the meaning of credit sales, when amount is received in future. So here the person who has purchased goods from us, we have sold goods to them, but they have not paid the amount yet. Amount will be received in future on our mutual understanding. So that amount is known as debtor. That person will be a debtor for that particular amount. So it is a type of receivable. As we have seen the meaning of receivable, any amount due to be received by business in the future from any business person or person. Second is bills receivable. Bills receivable also emerges from debtors. It is a written document in which there are minimum two parties. How many minimum two parties are there? One party is the writer of bill, also known as drawer. Another party is the acceptor of bill, also known as drawee. What it is? It is an unconditional order from the writer of the bill to the acceptor. To the one person will write, another will accept. One person will write. Suppose after 2 months he is supposed to recover rupees 5,000 from some person. He will write, pay to me rupees 5,000 or to someone on my instruction after 2 months. And that person, that second party will accept, will sign it. The document will be a bill, and it will be a bills receivable for the writer of the bill. So it is an unconditional order to pay the specified amount on maturity date. That too after 2 months. Suppose the period is 2 months, so after 2 months there will be maturity date. If the period is 3 months, then 3 months after the maturity date will come. So, bills receivable, it is a written document where the writer of the bill, who is also known as drawer, is going to receive some amount from the acceptor of the bill, who is also known as drawee. In future date, a specified amount he is going to receive. So, this document, written document, becomes bills receivable for the writer. So again it is a type of receivable. What else? Outstanding income. Outstanding, or we call it accrued. Two words are there. Outstanding, accrued, or also known as yet to be received. So incomes which are earned but not yet received. Right? Such incomes are known as accrued income or outstanding income or income yet to be received. So this word itself suggests the meaning that amount will be received in future as it is already earned but not yet received. Maybe it may be a commission, it may be rent, it may be interest, whatever. So this is also a type of receivable. What else? Prepaid expenses. Prepaid expenses, in prepaid expense exactly we do not get any amount in future. But what is the nature of prepaid expenses? Prepaid expenses mean in future you will be getting service of something but you will not have to pay. Why? As you have already paid it. First of all, meaning of prepaid is the amount paid in advance for something. So if you are paying in advance, so next year you will be taking the service of that and you will not have to pay anything for that. So it is one kind of receivable for the firm. Say for example, salary, rent, advertisement expense paid in advance. Paid in advance. So these are the four category of receivable where the amount is due to be received in future from any person or a group of person. Let us move to the meaning of payable. If we could understood the meaning of receivable, it is very easy to understand the meaning of payable also, because the difference is in receivable we are having some amount to be received in future. We have some amount which is due to be received in future. In payables, when we have some amount to be paid in future, it is a payable. So this is the meaning here. Any amount due to be paid by business person in future to any person or person. What can be example? Creditors, bills payable, outstanding expenses, pre-received income. One by one we will see this. Creditors. We have seen the meaning of debtors, the persons to whom goods or services are sold or rendered on credit are known as our debtor. What is creditor? Creditor are those persons from whom we have purchased goods on credit. The persons from whom we purchase goods on credit are known as our creditor till the date amount is not paid. Right? So when goods are purchased on credit, the trader from whom goods are purchased on credit becomes our creditors. For what? For the amount for which goods are purchased on credit. So it is just opposite of debtor. Debtor when credit goods are sold on credit. Creditors when goods are purchased on credit. Another example is bills payable. We have seen the meaning of bill. Just that written document, two parties are involved. One is the writer of bill, another is acceptor of bill, and it is an unconditional order. So here the person who accepts the bill, that is what? Acceptor. Acceptor of bill is known as bills payable. He is the person who will be paying money on the date of maturity to the writer of bill. Acceptor of bill will be paying to the writer of bill. So this bill is known as bills payable for the acceptor. Next one, outstanding expenses. As we know, outstanding means yet to be. That is the amount whose benefit is already taken, the service is already taken, but amount has not been paid yet, which will be paid off in upcoming future. So any expense or service benefit of which is taken but amount is not paid yet for the same. Say for example, outstanding salary, outstanding commission, outstanding rent, outstanding wages. Suppose any of such expense we have taken the service, we have enjoyed the service but amount is not paid, it is called our outstanding expense and it is one kind of payables. And the last one is pre-received income. These are the incomes. Now, how income can be a payable? It is like income which is already received for the next year or for the next upcoming years. That is pre-received income. Next year you will have to give services to the person, but you will not be receiving money. Why? Because you have already received in advance. Pre-received income is received in advance. When you receive some amount in advance, that means in future you will be providing the service and will not be getting money paid for the same because it has been already paid to you at the beginning. So that is pre-received income. Any income which is received in advance is known as pre-received income. Maybe interest received in advance, rent received in advance, or any other possible income which can be received in advance. So this is all about receivable and payable. Hope you understood the thing. If you did not, then again and again go through the video.